The sun was sinking behind the cracked buildings when a small voice broke through the evening air, shaky, soft, and full of desperation. "Sir, please, buy my bike. Mommy hasn't eaten in 2 days." Those words hit like a punch to the heart. The man turned, surprised to see a boy, maybe 9 or 10 years old, standing barefoot beside an old, rusted bicycle. His clothes were faded, his eyes too old for his small face. The man, Armin, wasn't the kind of person easily moved. He'd been hardened by life, by loss, by the kind of pain that makes you stop believing in miracles. But something in that trembling voice made him stop walking away. If you're watching this right now, don't scroll. This story will change the way you see kindness, struggle, and second chances. And by the end, you'll understand why one small act of compassion can turn a broken life into something beautiful. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's begin. Armin crouched down, meeting the boy's eyes. "Why are you selling your bike, kid?" The boy swallowed hard. "Mommy's sick. We haven't had food since yesterday morning. I tried to sell my toys, but nobody wanted them." Armin looked at the bike. It wasn't worth much. But the kid's words cut deeper than any number could. He reached into his wallet and pulled out a few notes. "Here," he said softly, handing the boy enough money for several meals. "Keep your bike." The boy's eyes widened. "Sir, no, I can't. Buy something for your mom." "And eat too," Armin said firmly. "That's an order." He expected to feel a momentary warmth, maybe a small sense of doing something good. But as he turned to leave, the boy whispered something that made him freeze. "Thank you, sir. Daddy used to say good people still exist. He died last year, trying to save someone." That night, Armin couldn't sleep. The boy's face haunted him. He'd seen that look before, in the mirror, years ago, when he was a single father struggling to keep his own daughter fed after losing everything in a failed business and a painful divorce. Back then, nobody stopped to help him. Nobody cared. The next morning, something in him pushed him back to that same street. He found the boy again, sitting beside a woman who looked pale and weak. She was coughing, her face hidden under a worn scarf. "Are you his mother?" he asked gently. The woman nodded weakly. "Thank you for helping my son yesterday," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "He shouldn't have bothered you." Armin knelt down beside her. "He didn't bother me. He reminded me what it means to fight for someone you love." He offered to take them to a small cafe nearby. They hesitated, but hunger won over pride. Watching them eat, the mother holding back tears as her son finally smiled, something inside Armin cracked open. For the first time in years, he felt alive. Over the next few days, he learned more. The woman's name was Zoya. She used to be an accountant, but after her husband died in an accident caused by his own business partner's negligence, she was left with nothing. No savings, no support, just debt and heartbreak. She tried to rebuild, but when she fell ill, she lost her job, and the man who caused all her suffering, the one who betrayed her husband, who took everything, was someone Armin knew. It was his former business partner. The realization hit him like lightning. Armin had once trusted that man too. He'd been betrayed, cheated, left to pick up the pieces of his own life. But fate had a strange way of circling back, because now he had the power to make things right, not just for himself, but for the woman and child who had lost everything because of that same person. Quietly, Armin began to help them. He paid for Zoya's medical care, found her a part-time job at his small company, and helped her son enroll in school again. At first, she refused, too proud to accept charity, but Armin told her something that broke her walls. "You're not taking charity. You're taking a second chance. The one I once prayed someone would give me." Months passed. Zoya regained her strength, her son began to laugh again, and Armin found himself feeling something he hadn't felt in a long time: hope. The three of them became a strange, small family bound not by blood, but by compassion and shared pain. One evening, as they sat in the park, the boy ran up to Armin with his old bicycle, now repaired and shining. Sir, he said excitedly. Mom said we should give you this. For everything you did. Armin smiled softly. I don't need it, buddy. But you said once, every bike needs a journey. Maybe this one can start a new one, with us. He looked at Zoya then, her eyes full of gratitude and something deeper. For a long time, neither spoke. They didn't have to. Some stories don't need words to end beautifully, and that's when Armin realized something powerful. Sometimes, the universe doesn't bring people into your life by accident. Sometimes, the person you help ends up healing the parts of you that were still broken. So if you're watching this, remember, kindness doesn't cost much, but it can rebuild entire lives. The world changes one good heart at a time, and who knows? The stranger you help today might just become your reason to believe again. If this story touched your heart, please hit the like button, subscribe for more powerful true life stories, and share it, because someone out there needs this message tonight. Broken Heart Sparkles.